If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please consider hitting the like button. It really does help the video out, even if I don't deserve it because I'm terrible at video games. And if you want to follow me on Twitter for absolutely no reason, the link for that is down below. If you do need any coins, head over to u7buystore.com. Use the code TVM at checkout for a discount. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. I was hoping to have the 85 times 10 pack to open for you right now. I missed 2 tokens and it's my fault basically, so I only have 13 and I need 15. There are, I think, 3, maybe even 4, but definitely 3 in objectives. Unfortunately, by the time I realised, it was around 5:45. So yeah, didn't have enough time to get it sorted for 6 PM. I honestly thought, like, up until maybe early this afternoon, I thought I'd be fine. And then I started thinking about it and I was out and I was like, oh, actually, I know full well I missed one yesterday because I saw it and I was like, I'll do that in a minute. And I forgot. And I think I did that again another day with one of the SBCs because I think they've dropped 15 in SBCs, 14 at the very least, but I think it was 15. So, unfortunately, not going to get to open that today, but hopefully tomorrow I will do a video where we open the 85 times 10 and everything that I get within reason. Obviously, if we pack something huge from the Future Stars promo, I will use it all in Raphael Varane and probably complete Raphael Varane ready to go into the team alongside whatever player I decide to buy, because as you can see, I have 1.6 million. How? Because I sold the rest of my informs. I've still got 2. Technically speaking, I've got an Iglesias in the club as well that I'm saving for Raphael Varane. But I do have another 2 informs to sell or to use in Varane. I'm not sure whether I'm going to need it or not, but I sold these for 22,500. I sat down yesterday, watched a bit of TV, went on Twitter and saw that people were needing informs for like Party Bag and the other thing that was available as well. And I thought, well, I'll just check the price on the off chance. 83s have gone up. So I was selling Bergwijn. What was I selling for? Like 19 something. If I'd waited like another day or 2, he would have been worth 23, maybe 24 possibly. But if I had waited, there is a chance, of course, the price would have gone down. So you take your profit wherever you're happy with it. And I was happy to make 5k a card. I've probably made around 10k minus tax per card on Iglesias. So I made a lot of coins on him. And Rugani, not quite as good as Iglesias, but still around 7k after tax, which is pretty good, although I did only do 2 of them. I don't know if you remember me saying, and I do this a lot, oh, I'll do this, and then I forget, or I just can't be asked. But with Rugani, I was planning on stocking up on him because it was an easy buy. Any Serie A inform tends to sell. It's almost like the Premier League for some reason this year. And I did it a couple of weeks ago with another player who was like 70 something or 80 rated. And Rugani was just obvious. He was selling for between 10 and 11k. It was obvious he was going to be worth around 18 at some point. And I bought 2. I got lazy. Could have made a hell of a lot more. I went down to about 700,000 coins. I could have invested another 4, 5, 600,000. Still had some money there for SBCs. But I just couldn't be bothered to keep buying the cards. And you don't know how long you're going to be sat on them for, but I can get rid of that off the transfer list. I've still got my Andre Silvas. Can I put any of that in the club? I've just used quite a lot of this stuff in some SBCs. But yeah, I've got my Andre Silvas. I've still got a Delta Rapt. I'm thinking they're both going to go into Varane. I'm not sure how much they're worth right now. Probably a lot, but not going to look. But I assume they're worth a fair bit. I think Team 2 is out, but do they drop a player? Is that new? So Silver Stars is one of the... Obviously, that was dropped on Wednesday. They've changed the Team of the Week day, for those who don't know. They are going to be bringing out Team of the Weeks now on Thursday, which is a bit weird, but it does mean that Tuesday games will, and possibly even Wednesday games, I guess, will now be included for the first time ever. Because EA tend to skip over those, but it's interesting that they're changing it. I wonder why. I don't know. But I will do this tonight for 1 token. I'm hoping that they've dropped another one in SBC, because otherwise I'm going to have to play 10 games of squad battles or rivals in order to get Abdul Samad, who will go into that 85 times 10. They should be available today. We'll go have a look at those in a minute. But so he's in milestones for some reason. I'm not bothered. Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure they're both brand new, which is interesting because normally in week 2 they give up, but apparently not. So we have Chalobah was already there. I've started it. I probably won't go much further with that, if at all. Guri, who I've mispronounced, but there we are. He looks decent. He's got a 3-star weak foot, so it instantly makes me feel sick. But the rest of it is actually pretty good. Not bad at all. Is that squad battles? No. Score outside of the box in 2 separate matches. In 2 separate matches? In Ligue 1 Liaison, which is... I mean, it doesn't sound that bad. And then assist 3 goals using French players in that game mode. Win 4, score in 10 separate. That is not a difficult objective in the slightest. Especially if people do goal and goal, you will more than likely get that done in an hour if you're terrible. So there we are. That's pretty good. And then this guy, who I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of, he's been in the game, oh my days, he's been in the game since the dawn of time. And that is shocking. High-low is fantastic. Left foot, fine. 4-star skills. Brilliant 2-star weak foot. Makes me feel even more sick. It's not unusable. It's just really annoying. You're going to have to remember to always be on that left foot. He does look really good in terms of his stats, but it is really irritating. Is this squad battles? No. So this is La Liga Lights. So I'm guessing this is going to be more or less the same. Score a finesse goal using a midfielder in 2 separate matches. A little bit harder, a little bit more specific. Assist 4 with through balls, win 4, score in 10. So you could probably get both of those done in a couple of hours if you really wanted them. Especially if you're really good at the game, you could literally blitz through it because people are going to play golden goal and they're going to leave. Unless EA have done some sort of stipulation where you only have a certain number of games. They've done that before. We're introducing a new way to play live foot friendlies called Live Opponent. Pairs 2 live foot friendlies together so that players entering one type of live foot friendly match up against players in another compatible live foot friendly. That's interesting. I wonder if that is a way for them to try and sort of navigate that golden goal. I don't think it is going to make any difference, but it just means that you're going to be playing against full La Liga teams when you're using your French, and then vice versa with the opposite way around. So it makes it a little bit less boring. The first instance of live opponent pairs 2 league theme. English has just evaded me completely there. Can help progress towards earning 2 different Future Stars player items. Just like traditional live foot friendlies, live opponent matches can consist of special squad entry requirements and house rules. It doesn't look like game breaking. It just means that you'll be playing against someone working towards the Villarreal player when you're working towards the Nice player. That's what I read that to be anyway. The second message is that the Future Star Swaps is now open. As you can see, I have 13. So if I really want to, I could take an Ultimate Pack. I could take the 81 to 89 times 10. Not that I'm going to, but I could. And then I could take Future Stars Frimpong, who's 86 rated, or I could take the Future Stars Team 1 pack, and yeah, that's about it. But I really want that 85 times 10 because it will help me with Varane, but I can't do it today, which is really irritating. In terms of SBCs, before I go and open those packs, not that they're anything amazing, what do we have? Saliba was there, Diaz was there, Leweling, right wing, great pace, really decent, solid shooting, dribbling, and physical. And a 3-star weak foot. Why? It's not the end of the world, and I know people are going to be bitching at me for moaning about it, but come on, game. You know, why don't just make them 4-star, 4-star? It's not that difficult. It's not going to, ruin it for anyone. People are going to be happy about these things. But again, it's another one of those cards that looks really good. Doesn't put me off that he's got a 3-star weak foot. It does annoy me, but it doesn't put me off. I think that's pretty decent. In terms of requirements, we're looking at 83 with an inform and an 85. So it's not anything terrible. Might be a little bit difficult to fit him into a team, assuming he's... Oh, no, he's not, because he is Bundesliga. Forgot that they got promoted. So, yeah, that's not terrible at all. Does have a technical dribbler trait, but it's irrelevant if you're controlling him yourself. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Future Stars Reunion player pick. No, thank you. Not doing that. And, oh, right. Okay, so I only need to do one. Thank you, Jeebus. So I can complete this later on. Get a untradeable 25k pack as well, which is pretty decent. And then I'll only need to do Silver Stars in order to get the 85 times 10. So I will 100% tomorrow be doing a video where we open the 85 times 10 and maybe go and complete, that's interesting, maybe go and complete Rafael Varane. But I have some packs to open. I haven't even looked at Team 2. I've just seen Gravenberch. Got a little bit excited when I saw him. Not that I've used much of my own Gravenberch. I'm going to need to try and find it on Twitter because, you know, EA don't like to show you things on the game for some... I don't understand that. You can't look at the full team on the game. But there we are. That is a piss take. The reason I say that is because of Patson Daka. We need... I think we should expect it. Oh my god, there is a Lacroix 90 rated. I haven't seen any leaks for these, so these are all genuine like surprises for me. Annoyingly... What? Oh, how annoying is that? Oh god, EA, man. So twice they've done this. Now, I'm not necessarily too annoyed about the second one, but the first one, Patson Daka, they released a wild card that was only available in the token section of the wild card promo. And I did it, and I used my tokens to get Patson Daka. I think it might have been 12 tokens. And it was a unique card. No one else could get it unless they used their tokens. You can't get an SBC, you couldn't do an objective, you couldn't buy him. You only got him for using those tokens. And now, I don't know, what, 4 weeks later, maybe a little bit more, they've released a slightly better Patson Daka that you can now buy on the market. And they've given him a dynamic image that is very relatable to Patson Daka wildcard owners, which is even more annoying. The other one, Raspadori, who is the Sassuolo striker, I'm pretty sure this is the same one, he is the player of the month that I believe is still available, 83 rated. He's decent for an 83 rated card. They've brought out an 87, so people who have done that player of the month can now put that in the bin and go and buy this guy. I can't imagine he's going to be that expensive, although he probably will be very good. But it is a little bit irritating that you go and complete certain SBCs and then like a week or two later EA are like, oh hey, here's the better version that we're now going to put on the market for everyone. Haha, unlucky. They do it all the time and you should be used to it by now, but I'm not. And I still get triggered by it. I've just started opening packs and you can't see. Oh my god, I've packed nothing. We get ourselves Icone, which is useless. These are all random packs that I've got through marquee matchups and a few objectives and things. None of them are going to be... Well, I say none of them. I think there's a 45k, there's a 25k, and of course we do have a party bag in there as well. So, you know, it only takes one card. Doesn't matter what the pack is necessarily. You could have... I mean, for example, that rare gold could have been Gravenberch, who, by the way, looks brilliant. The only problem with that is I have absolutely no way of fitting that into a team. Like, just none. It's almost the same for the majority of those cards. I think Lacroix would go in somehow. There's Salisu, who plays for Southampton as a centre-back. If he's got good pace, I would be very tempted. And apart from that, I don't think I can really fit many. Maybe Raspadori, actually, would be an upgrade to my current Raspadori. It just rubs me up the wrong way that EA do that. That's all it is. I mean, in the long run, it probably is for the best because they're not going to cost that much and they are going to be better cards. But it does rub me up the wrong way. Moving on to the next pack. I love the fact that my club is bare. Like, honestly, it's barren. You've seen empty clubs. You think you've got an empty club. Look at mine. There's nothing in it. And every time I open a pack now, very rarely am I going to get rares that aren't, well, maybe some silver and bronze, but all golds for the most part should be straight into the club. And there we go. Nothing good in those, but now we're into what I would class as the good packs. 25k, tradable, guaranteed an 80 rated. Oh, baby. Kind of, oh, baby. Not really. Hey, that's not bad. Brian Gill. There was no flair or anything. It was just, So I thought it was going to be a bad one. I was thinking, you know, the 85 right back or something. But hey, Brian Gill is pretty good. And it's tradable. I'm probably going to sell him almost immediately because he'll be worth more now because it's only been about 10 minutes since the promo started. But let's have a little look at the compare price. Yeah. No, there's one there for 400, 390. I'm going to take the coins because I can't imagine he's going to stay at like this price. I just don't. I mean, how much is he even worth? Let's put him on the transfer list. Let's put them in the club. Before we open the next packs, let's go and have a look to see how much Brian Gill is actually selling for. There is a chance he will bounce back at some point once he finds the floor, but I don't know enough about it. Is it? Yeah, there he is. I don't know enough about it to sort of guess. I'm hoping that he's about 300k. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm happy to take. I will literally list mine for 300,000 just to get him out the door, and we'll take those coins and put it into something else. I nearly discarded him. 300, and then knock him down and gone. Happy to take it, honestly. Happy to take it. He should sell relatively quick. Told you, should sell quick. Haven't got my coins. Don't need the coins. Just the fact that he's gone is enough for me. There we go. Coins are up to 1.9. Don't mind if I do. Can I have another one, please, EA? I didn't expect him to be anything good. Well, it's a walkout. It's not a very good one. It's an 87, I think. It's going to be Jamie Vardy, 86. Okay, fair enough. I'll take it, though. Tradable, but I will put him into Varane because we need these high-rated cards. Again, no duplicados, which is nice. Happy days. I can't believe I actually packed a good one. It's been such a long time. Like, that's top shelf. You know, in the image that I have, that is one of the top shelf. Pedri would have been better. But that is 300,000 coins that I didn't have before I started opening them, and it was only a 25k pack. So there we go. Now, the Future Stars party bag contains, or can contain, one player from Wildcards, Team of the Year honourable mentions, or a Future Stars item. Now, before we even open this, I am predicting Adel Taarabt, at the very best Spinazzola, or Gakpo. Now, the reason I've chosen those three is because I already have two Adel Taarabts, I have an untradeable Spinazzola, and I packed Gakpo about 4 days ago. It is going to be one of them. I pray for a good Team of the Year honourable mention or a good Future Stars. There are a couple of decent wildcard ones in there, but I would like a Team of the Year or a Future Stars, please, EA. 85 times 10 tomorrow. Bear that in mind. It is a Team of the Year honourable mention. It is going to be the worst Team of the Year honourable mention you can pack, and that is Bonucci. Thank you, EA. I think he's worth 25k. And I know this because I was very tempted to buy him because I thought he doesn't look that bad for 25k, and I kind of just want that coloured card in my club. Yeah, 25k. Fantastic. Well, there we are. I wanted a Team of the Year honourable mention. Didn't want the worst one, but it is what it is. Promo packs, anyone? What's this? Future Stars Foundations pack. Contains 4 gold... How much is it? 25k. Contains 4 gold rare players, 80 rated or higher. A Future Stars swap token... Oh, I tell you what, and I know, haha, yeah, okay. I know you're thinking, what are you doing? What are you... We're going to open the 85 times 10 right now because I've just got a token out of this, if I've read that properly. And I should have probably read it better. Yeah, so I get my token there. Don't care about the loan. Brian Gill. I'll take Pedro Porro there, actually, because I wouldn't mind trying him out. I've got my token. I need one more token. They've just put one in the SBC. I no longer have to play Silver Stars, which is brilliant because I don't have a Silver Stars team because I've used all the cards that I got from it. Down to 1.8, but I'm okay with it, if I'm honest, because, I mean, got a lot of coins there to do something with. I can't be far off a Ronaldinho of some sort, right? I know this is a long video and I do apologise, but how much is like mid Ronaldinho. So we're looking at base Ronaldinho is just under £1 mil. 91 Ronaldinho is 2.5 mil. So one more in form investment, and I'm there. And not that I said I was going to do this, but you know, it's one of those things I said, hey, wouldn't mind picking up a player like Ronaldinho because I actually would really enjoy using him. Maybe. And there it is. There were some hairy moments there because they split it up into like 8 and 7 token sections, and then I thought, hang on, have I counted properly? Probably not. Well, I mean, it cost me 25k in a pack, and then the rest of them cost me a couple of coins every few days through the SBCs. I think I have one, or I did one, through an objective. Just one. So the rest of them have all come from SBCs. I'm pretty pleased with my choice because, of course, had I gone for something like this, there's no guarantee you're going to get anything decent. And he doesn't interest me. Frimpong doesn't do it for me either. And there's a few other things in there that, you know, the ultimate pack and stuff, it's a gamble. With the 85 times 10, the worst that can happen is that I get 85, no, not 85, that would be insane, 10 85 rated cards, which would still really help me towards Raphael Varane. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm really interested in, is progressing that SBC without having to spend too many coins. I think Ndombele is untradeable, apparently. I'll just discard it because at the end of the day, it's an 82 rated card. I am going to do this right now, though. So next video, maybe gameplay with Varane, maybe me completing an SBC, maybe me going to buy a big icon or Future Stars card to use. Should I have sold Brian Gill? Let me know in the comments. Without any further ado, let's get some high rated cards. I don't care if a pack of Future Stars here, would be nice. Oh, we do get one. It's going to be one of the bad ones, Miranda. Something about Spanish Future Stars cards. So we do get one of the bad ones, but we do get a Future Stars. Now, of course, there could be some higher rated stuff here, and I'm really hoping that there are some high rated things behind it, because otherwise that would be a bust. We get 2 Future Stars cards, both of the low rated ones. I think the only other low rated one I could have had was the Southampton. So we've had 1 top shelf, and we've had 2 bottom shelf. Not one of the bottom shelves that I would have wanted. I've got no idea how good Salisu is, but I assume he's going to be more usable than Miranda and Kabore, but there we are. I do get Harry Kane, massive. Sergio Ramos, massive. Kroos is massive, and Navas is massive as well. And Modric isn't too bad, and then those 3 perfectly fine. So 5 good cards in there, and you're looking at them thinking, no, they're not. But in terms of rating, they are. So they've saved me a good 20 to 30k each, which is really, really good. So that's a lot of coins saved. And we get 2 Future Stars cards to throw into the club as well. Is he any good? 3-star, 3-star, as a right back. I mean, first... I mean, to be fair, for an 85 rated card, he's not terrible. He's got pace personified. And if you give him a shadow, no, maybe not a shadow, like a sentinel or something, just something to boost up the defensive stats, he's actually not bad at defending then. And then you've got a decent little card. Miranda is, I guess, okay, but you probably wouldn't use him unless you were a fan. But there we go. In the next video, you will see me, hopefully at least, complete Raphael Varane, or at least the majority of. And if they release any other like party bag SBCs or something, we'll come back for that as well. If you did use your tokens, what did you use it on, and what did you get if you chose one of the packs or the 85 times 10 or wherever it was? If you have enjoyed that video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, goodbye.